100 YouTube videos. G'day YouTubers, Jeff from McPhee's Gardening, Melbourne, Australia. 100 videos today, this is the one. I've been looking forward to this, and I've been banging out quite a few tubes just to get to 100. It's a big achievement for me. I know, big time YouTubers, hundreds is nothing, but for me it's been a challenge, but I've enjoyed the journey. Today's video we're going to look behind the scenes on how I make a YouTube, and we're also going to discuss what's going to happen next. Before I go into how I make a YouTube video, just like to thank everybody that's commented and supported me over these times of my videos, subscribers and people. Look, it's not a big channel, it's a small channel. I'm trying to get it to grow, so if you've got any suggestions on how to do that, because I've got no idea, I just rely on what I do. I've watched so many YouTube videos and I don't think anyone's got an answer. I think it's a bit of luck of the game perhaps. So thank you everybody. And like the emails, the ones that really make me smile. I'll be working on the curbside and a trailer and a little drive past, and they'll hang their head out the window and go, "Hey Jeff, I love your YouTube, that's fantastic." Or they'll come up and introduce themselves. I went to a Land and Equipment Fest last month, and it was a big event, all-day event, lots of machinery, and I was really keen to have a look at it all. I never got to see much of it at all because the number of people that followed my channel that came up and introduced themselves, and we were chatting, and all day I was just meeting so many different people, and that was far better than looking at the equipment, just to talk to everybody on the other side. I really enjoyed it, and thank you so much. As everyone knows, this channel is about lawn care and gardening business. I'm sort of telling what experience I've had over the last 4 decades and trying to give my perspective on how you should run the business, or how you could run the business perhaps. It's never a should, it's something to consider. I've mainly run solo. I have had employees and subcontractors, but predominantly I've been a solo business, and that's the way it suited me. It's given us a great life, and it's going to give me a great retirement, so I'm really enjoying it. Okay, let's crack on, and I'll show you how I do a YouTube video. It's not that hard, it's mysterious. Some YouTubers have great lighting and cameras and sounds and mass productions, and it looks like Hollywood. Mine's pretty basic. Actually, the best one I reckon that does it is Rob from Maxwell's Gardening Services in England. He sits in his van and he produces no-nonsense talk, and talks about his journey as a lawn and gardening business, and he gets tens of thousands of views because it's simple. And I really think if you want to have your own YouTube channel, even if you don't know anything about gardening and you're just starting out, to map the journey, it's really good. And that's what Rob did. Rob started from nothing and he's finally built up to a very successful YouTube channel. Okay, so enough of that. What I do is I use a i15 iPhone, and it produces video in both video and in 4K and similar quality as well. So that's where you get the background blurred and the subject is nice and clear. So an iPhone 15, it's got 4K. It produces really good sharp vision, because I believe a good YouTube video needs great vision and great sound. So with the sound, I use mics, because I believe you get a clear, crisp sound. You don't get muffled sound or echoes. It's probably the easiest way. It's wireless, so it's hooked up to the iPhone, and we use a little wind guard so we don't, there's nothing worse when you hear it watching a YouTube and it's great content, but you can't hear it because it's too echoey or the wind's whistling through. And the other one, of course, is the iPhone watch. Now, you'll see me going like this often in the video. What's Jeff up to? I control the where I am, because I use the back of the camera, the actual camera on the iPhone, so I can't see myself. The only way I can do that is I check on the phone, and also activates to start the video and stop the video. So, the i15 watch, there we go, quite easy to use. So that's pretty technical for an old boy, I can tell you. The iPhone is mounted on, when I do shots in the garden, it's mounted on a tripod because I do all the filming on my own. It's all a one-man operation. When I'm in the ute, I've got a little holder that I stick to the window, and it shoots to me, and it looks at the background where I can, people can see what's the countryside that I live in. It just adds a little bit of interest to it. When I'm filming in the garden, I like to change positions because it just adds a little bit more interest. So we use the iPhone on the stand here, as you'll see, and what it does, it's stable, and it'll quite easy to fit in. Hooking our sound system. Sometimes I'll put a light on because when you're got the sunshine behind you and you've got a dark place, you need to put some light on. So we use some lights. But pretty simple setup. So just something stable, and that's why we do it. As far as scripting, I don't script. All I do is I pick a subject. Now, it's important I produce a thumbnail. You'll see these in YouTube. That thumbnail is like a book cover. So you'll see a thumbnail and you'll think, oh, I like that. And then you've got to line that title so that people go, yes, I want to watch that YouTube. This is my trouble, I really think, is I've got to get my thumbnail title and my video title to match up and get people to click onto it. But we're learning, we'll get there. So once I've decided I've got that set up, I then jot down some points of what I want to talk about, and I purely talk from straight from the hip. I don't script. I don't have any long-winded writings of how to do it. Normally a one or two take. Today it's been about 3 or 4 because I've got 2 cameras going, and this is the first time I'm doing it, and it's hard to sort of get it all married up, but we'll get there. I think what the important thing is to produce something that people want to listen to. They don't want to listen to rambling on. They just want to listen to some information that they're seeking, and they don't care about anything else. So you can get so sophisticated with your camera work and sound and all that. At the end of the day, if you can understand it, you can see it, and it's straight to the point. That's what the viewers want. Well, this is the engine room where it all happens. We're going to do a production. So once we've done our video outdoors, we come into the computer and we load it all up on our programs and shoot it into YouTube world. So I'll quickly show you. I won't bore you too long with it. It's just the way I do it. So they tell me that thumbnails is important. That's the book cover. That's the hook. That's what gets people to watch your videos. I try to get better at it. So I use Photoshop. I only use Photoshop because my grandkids have taught me how to do it. So it's pretty simple. I put a background in for a pleasing result there. Picture of me, because that's the one you're going to see in the YouTube video, and title. And we just play around with titles and positioning, and we produce that as our thumbnail, which will go onto our YouTube page. So I transfer my videos from the iPhone to the desktop, and then I use what we call a program called Movie Maker. It's free, it's on Apple, and it costs nothing because it comes part of the package. So I just want to let you know that all my mediums I use Apple: iPhones, iPads, iWatches, computers, iMacs, Mac Pros, whatever you like. So we just open up a new file. You can see the movies that I've made in the past, and it's just a matter of then. It's pretty simple actually. For an old bloke, even if I can do it, anyone can do it. So it's a matter of just dropping these in, and we can add audio. We can add different pieces, titles, bit of music, and export that, and we end up with a video in high resolution, 4K, and so it's something I think anyone can do. So that's the vehicle one that we use, camera. You can see the countryside, so I think that helps. So once that's been exported, it ends up as a movie, and then that movie will then be upgraded to the YouTube channel, which I'll show you in a minute. So we open up our YouTube channel, So we're going to open up our YouTube studio and we're going to upload our video that we've produced from the iMovie, and that'll just upload, and from there we'll throw in our titles, we'll throw in our thumbnails. So what's next for the channel? 100 videos down. Is there more to come? I hope so. I'm trying to get the channel to grow. I'm still learning a lot about YouTube and how it works. I really don't think anyone knows. I watch all these YouTubes about how to get more views, etc. So I'm going to persevere, and I've got plenty of content to offer. There's some subjects I won't touch the mechanical side too much. I'll do the basics because there's so many channels out there that provide professional services, you know, that are actual qualified small engine mechanics, and I reckon you should listen to them rather than an old hack like me, because with that type of stuff you need to be do it safely, and you need to have the knowledge from someone that really knows what they're talking about in that respect. I'll produce a lot of business type stuff, a lot of gardening. I'll keep persevering with those. Maybe expand out to some more, you know, on the job videos perhaps. We'll see how we go. Hope you enjoyed that. It was just a bit behind the scenes. It's completely off the topic to what the channel's about, but thought you might be interested. Let me know. I'll be interested in your comments, and we'll see you on the next video, 101. Thank you. Bye.